Welcome back and good morning. I'm not in my normal hairstyle and makeup because it's early in the morning and I'm in my workout clothes. Before I work out, it's time to eat breakfast. And today I'm going to make a smoked salmon and cream cheese omelet. So let's get started. Also with some onions. So let's cut up a few onions first. So today I have red onions. I have them partially cut up. I'm just going to use one of these. Hope everybody's having a good day. This is one of my favorite omelets to make. It's quite delicious. It also makes a very good dinner. I actually like to have breakfast for dinner quite often. So if you see some of my other videos with some of my other omelets, you'll see that I'm actually having them for dinner. Put onions over here. Then I'm going to add some cream cheese. I'm actually going to do it in here so you can see better in this color bowl. The white onion is difficult. I think I'm going to mix in my onions in just a minute after I cut up some smoked salmon. And I'm going to show you, so here's one of the brands that is really good. So I'm going to use this. Any brand of smoked salmon will do, but this is my favorite, and you can buy it in bulk. And then I'm going to use this brand of cream cheese. So whatever your favorite is will work just fine. If you have a smoker and you smoked your own salmon, that'd be really awesome. So I'm just kind of cutting like this. And I'm going to end up dicing this up, so then I'm going to go this way. I'm going to stick it first with the cream cheese. And I'm going to go wash my hands because my hands are sticky now, so I will be right back. All right, so now I think I'm going to start with a fork. I'm just going to kind of get this mixed up. So I'm mixing my smoked salmon and my cream cheese together. And I want to make sure that I have it thoroughly mixed so that in every bite we have the smoked salmon. I'm also, while I'm doing this, I'm softening up the cream cheese as well. But I like to always buy my cream cheese in the square. Now you can get a giant square of it and then just cut off how much you need. But I don't like to get the pre-whipped cream cheese. To me, this tastes better. I prefer just to mix it up myself. Okay, now I'm going to add some red onions. The diced ones, diced very small. It smells so good. You can certainly just eat this. But we're supposed to be making an omelet. Okay. And then I'm going to toast a bagel to go with this. Okay, for this much, you definitely are wanting to do a 3-egg omelet. So if you're going to do a 2-egg omelet, you'll just do a little bit less. But you get the idea. I'm just going to show you. So you got your smoked salmon and your onions mixed in very well with your cream cheese. So I'm going to set that aside and let's start cracking eggs. Oops, straggler of a piece of onion here. Okay. I have brown eggs today, white eggs, doesn't matter. Whichever your favorite type of egg is fine. Okay. I'm going to go wash my hands. Let me see. These eggs are considered large eggs, so 3 large eggs. I'll be right back. Okay, so now we have to scramble this all up, mixing it well. Okay, now I will meet you at the stovetop. Okay, so I have my cast iron skillet. I'm going to turn the heat up. And I'm going to start a generous amount of real butter, like a nice tab. All right, we'll melt that. Okay, so my butter's starting to melt. I'm going to move it, make sure it's all over. And I'm going to reduce my heat. I had it on high. I'm reducing it. And now I'm going to pour in my eggs. Okay, so now I'm reducing it to low because I don't want to burn this. So I'm going to let that cook just a bit. Okay, so it's starting to cook a little on low. And the reason I'm cooking it on low, I have discovered that if I cook the omelet on low and I just take a little bit more time, it comes out way better. All right, so I'm going to take and start just spooning very carefully this mixture. I'm going to try to do it on half of this omelet because then when I flip it, it'll be easier. If I can get it on half, which I think I probably will be able to. This is going to be quite delicious. Okay. And I do have the right amount. You'll see in a little bit why I put it on half. So it will be through the whole omelet. And I'm just going to kind of try to flatten a little. Okay, that's all of it. Now, here's the trick, I think, because I discovered that this works best. So I have it on low, and then I have now I'm going to put a lid on it, and I'm going to keep a close eye on it and keep on checking. The lid helps melt the cream cheese and just helps get everything nice and warm. But I have it on low, so we're just going to take our time. If you don't have a lid that totally fits your skillet, that's okay. Just if you could cover it, it really helps. Okay, so we'll check on it in just a few. Okay, let's check. Okay, it's coming along, as you can see, but not quite yet. The cream cheese is starting to melt a little. The egg is starting to cook more, so let's just cover it up and be very patient. Okay, let's check on it. So it has been probably about 4 minutes. I'm turning up this heat just slightly. Not quite done yet, but you can see that the cream cheese has melted, but you can see the egg is still runny over here. And I'm going to cover it a little bit longer. And also just want to mention that the nice thing about doing the omelets at home, a lot of times you go out to eat. Like I've had a similar omelet years ago, like this when I was out to eat. Not quite exactly the same, but similar. And I didn't think that they put enough cheese in it. I didn't think they put enough smoked salmon in it, and I was very disappointed. So when you're at home, you do it to your taste, which makes a huge difference. So I personally am not a big fan of going out to breakfast because I like it a certain way. So, you know, you might want to keep that in mind when you're thinking, should I eat at home or go out for breakfast? But if you're very particular, you might want to eat at home and you could have a wonderful, delicious breakfast at a fraction of the cost. We will check on this in just a few. All right, so let's check it out. It's looking good. There's a little bubble there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the side that doesn't have the goodies on it, and I'm going to flip that side because that's easier. It's lighter. And you are going to have a little bit of a brown on your egg. And some of the stuff's going to ooze out, which is fine. As long as we get it all on the plate, we're good. So now I'm going to get a oven mitt because we're going to put this on a plate, but I'm going to swing the camera around because I don't want to put the plate on the hot burner. So put the plate over here, flip the camera around here, and I'm going to show you how to successfully get it out of your frying pan. Now I like to take the edge here that's curved and put it to the edge of your plate. And I have a nice big spatula, and I'm just going to put it right there. I'm going to take the rest of my goodies and just get them all out of the frying pan. Okay, set that aside. As I said, do not put the plate on a hot burner. If you have room on your counter, that's fine. I'm kind of a little bit, I got too much stuff right now. All right, so let's take this over to the countertop and do a taste test. All right, time for the taste test. So that took approximately 16 minutes. At your house, it might take less. I'm at a higher elevation, so everything takes longer to cook. I'm using a flat top electric range, so possibly in a gas range it might be slightly different. That's why it's a good idea to watch somebody actually make an egg and not just or anything, not just read it out of a book, because you really need to see how it looks before you go to the next step. All right, time for the taste test. Absolutely delicious. The blend of the cream cheese and the smoked salmon and those red onions, very, very delicious. And as I said earlier, I put a very generous amount of smoked salmon and onions and cream cheese into this omelet, which you can't do if you go out. So very delicious. I make this omelet like maybe 3 or 4 times a year. I wish I made it more, because every time I eat it, I'm like, I need to do that again soon. It's so yummy. I hope you enjoyed this video. For those of you who subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it. And if you don't, I hope you do. And there are many videos that I have. More omelet videos, more breakfast videos, dinners, and desserts. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.